Hi, everyone. Welcome to our world session. This is our nice little energy work for this week. Today is November 21st, 2023. So, what we're going to work with today, got a lot of stuff coming in. Number one is we want to start synthesizing emotions. It's not just in the lungs, but the lungs are the place we synthesize. I want to start getting that going because it's going to help clear out the lungs. We've got approximately a month till we enter winter. There are two big things going on. We've got Mars moving through Scorpio, which can create more anger, which would be good actually to clear the lungs unless you identify with anger. So we want to make sure that your anger, your gallbladder meridian, and your liver meridian are just pushing the emotions out of the body mind, going to the colon. So if you're experiencing constipation, this might just help the emotions move through and get that colon moving. If you have more the runs, and you notice over the next few days that you do get some runs, make sure you take some rice. Yes, it shouldn't last too long, but if you've got a lot of emotions that I'm just feeling it right now. Somehow the intellectualization of the emotional experience, especially like I shouldn't be crying, or I shouldn't be angry, I shouldn't be grief stricken, I have nothing to complain about, life is okay, it's worse for other people, all kinds of little belief systems that run through the nervous system. They can really stop the lungs from moving. So I'm just feeling the lungs turning to stone, to really, really heavy. So if you're experiencing breathing problems, we need to get this movement going. Like anger is all about movement. And if you notice you're feeling irritated, aggressive, pushy, those things, you're kind of caught in a trap. So we just want to get the sense of being in the center, being aligned through the Sushumna line and into moving some of the Granthi. We're going to move the energy of the knot in the second chakra, which is called the Brahma Granthi, and the Brahma Granthi is coming up as I identify with my physical being, and that identification making everything heavy. You might feel it. It just gets heavy. It gets I can see it, but I'm not able to say it. It's like the identification with the physical world. You lose the metaphysical capacity to see what's going on beyond this physical. You identify with the physical and you make things worse, basically. So it doesn't mean you should see things as they are. Yes, of course we should. So we clear the filters over the heart. We clear the filters on the five senses so we can see things as we are, but not identify with it. I'm just going to slow down. I don't know this is really a huge part of, since I came on to the session here, as soon as I clicked coming in, there was this pushing energy, and it's really pushing me to go fast. It's pushing my heart. It's pushing everything to go really, really fast. And I'm really trying to pull back, almost like I'm in a wind tunnel. I'm trying to pull back to slow down, and things are just pushing me. I think that's the aggression of Mars in Scorpio, and our slowly coming to Mercury. We're in pre-retrograde on the 25th. So we got to really be aware that there's a lot of releasing to go through in the birth-death cycle, transformation cycle. Yeah, still feel those lungs really heavy. So we're going to run a couple of formulas to the lungs. It's going to help clear things out. It's going to bring circulation in. It's going to fragment the stuff that doesn't need to be there. And then we'll just go down into the colon and repair that lining of the colon. For those of you who need it, most of us have little problems in the colon. And then we're going to bring the entire colon in relationship with the gut brain. So the small intestine can go, yeah, I know what needs to be released. I know what's going to be kept in the body. And I tap it through. We're just going to bring that energy through. I'm going to bring up your chi and then bring your chi back down. Bring the chi up, bring it back down, and balance excess stress, considering there's just so much pushing going on in this session. We want to get that adrenal cortisol to slow down. Adrenal cortisol to slow down and also to leave the body. Leave the body. And I'm looking for dry areas in the body where, osteoarthritis can form. Like you get this, you can even get, what I called, bone spurs. You can get all kinds of stuff going on the bony parts of the body. So I'm looking at ankles, elbows, and the spine. That's what's deciding to come up and want to clean those areas out and allow the dynamic interaction of the musculature to move those things. So I'm doing my shoulders here to show you, but it's really focusing on elbows and ankles. Elbows obviously coming in because we're dealing with colon and lung, and ankles because of gallbladder meridian. They influence the ankles like crazy. So the body trying to decide what to move, what to get rid of before we go into the next season. Northern hemisphere, Northern hemisphere. I'm in the Northern hemisphere, so obviously that release is going on. Northern hemisphere to release of, wow, okay, we're releasing a lot. So that's going into the winter. In the Southern hemisphere, it's going towards summer. And I can feel the two different energies going on. We're going to get, a slowing down in the Southern hemisphere. So that timing of spring having sped up, we've got this aggression going in, and we're going to allow it to dissipate over the summer. Whereas in the winter, up in the north, I'm just not feeling that. Wow, it's worse in the Northern hemisphere. And I don't know if this is just subjective. I'm going to bring myself down to the Southern hemisphere. It's like, whoa, maybe we need to bring some of that beautiful Southern hemisphere slowing down energy up to the north, almost like this chi movement, and bring it up to the north. So as we go into winter, what is that about? Why do we do that? We go into winter and it's like we have to push ourselves. We get aggressive to make, because there's hardly any light. It's like push, 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 push. I want to just slow that down. Let's slow it down. Yeah, I can tell you just tuning into this, I want to curl up in a blanket and go into a hibernation for the winter. Of course, we're not going to do that, but we definitely can slow down. So there's a timing. So a lot of people mentioned this as well in our group, which is heart palpitations, possibly panic. I think we could interpret it as panic, but I really think, or really see right now, this aggression of Mars going through the bloodstream and really pushing things like, I have to get it done. And whatever we didn't get done, we feel like we need to get done now. Hopefully this will be a kind of forgetting moment. Let's just forget it. Let's just forget everything that we need to do and go back within. We go inside to our gut brain and let the gut brain tell us what to do. So we've already run a formula to help clear out the gut brain. So we've got this huge thing working. It could be a little tiring this week. Or you might feel the exhaustion you're already under, okay? Especially for people who are high functioning, you do a lot of things. People who've got some health difficulties, if you've got health difficulties, you really, really need to focus on them, and make sure you're getting enough rest, eating properly, taking care of yourself, doing enough exercise. Then comes everything else. Of course, added to that is, we've got a lot of matrix problems like financial stress, like all of these other things. Well, stressing about it is not going to help you. really getting grounded, taking care of yourself, that's going to help you more than anything. All right, so let's tap that in. That's going to run for the week. And hopefully we'll all slow down. We'll know next week by the speed of how I speak whether we've slowed down or not. I love you all. And yeah, I can already feel it coming. It's already coming. Yeah, and I definitely feel it coming down the back here. Like when we try to push, that chi goes up too high. It's kind of getting the chi to practice going back down to the feet and coming up. And I'll just also state that we have 7 basic chakras in the body. You have 21 minor, but these major chakras, 3 of them are feminine and grounding, 3 of them go up in the sky. We have to be so careful not to just go into the masculine or just go into the feminine. So we want our bodies to take into account all of the 7 chakras, but I'm looking at relating the lower chakras to the upper and the balancing act in the heart. All right, my loves, have a great week. And don't forget to like and share this video. It'll help all of those people that you have who need a little bit of a boost this week. Ciao.